Are we live? Are we live? A second hunting trophy nice and early. And it's potato thrower time. Wave 30, all bosses down in 5 seconds. 3 elites down in 4 seconds. That, my friends, is not too shabby. Alrighty, wave 50. But it's getting a little hairy. Good morning, good evening, and of course, good afternoon. Change comes for us all, my friends. Whether we want it to or not, change is a constant part of life, always lurking around the corner when you or I may least expect it. And change has hit our beloved Brotato, my friends, as paddings and hunting trophies, as well as dangerous bunnies, are all now capped at 3, putting a relatively efficient plug in what was the most effective strategy in dealing with endless mode. However, can we persevere through those nerfs and still make our beloved Loud Thief Dagger strategy work? And is swapping to potato throwers still viable at all? We're going to attempt to answer all those questions, as well as talk about endless mode these days in a little bit more detail as we embark on these tried and true Loud Thief Daggers nice and early here today. Really ramping up our Thief Daggers early on, as you are ought to do in this style of build, attempting to get to 6 as fast as possible. A good Loud Thief Dagger start usually has you with 6 Thief Daggers by the start of wave 3. So can we pull it off? We shall see. I'm looking for crit. Do not see it, so we'll go and get that melee damage. Really do like a gentle alien, even if it does block me from getting that 6th Thief Dagger by wave 3. I think the 2 most powerful common items we can look for on an early Thief Dagger Loud start are the gentle alien as well as the coupon. So I'm definitely not unhappy about that gentle alien, allowing us to put some more enemies on the map and get even more loot from punching those new aliens with our Thief Daggers. Of course, those Thief Daggers being really powerful weapons that give us an additional material on kill with a crit, or at least giving us a chance to. Wave 3 feeling nice and good, and you should too. Don't mind a touch of attack speed. Do like our last Thief Dagger there. Don't need any of these. Really do like an Insanity as well as a Thief Dagger, and love another gentle alien and love another Thief Dagger. Again, really want to ramp up those daggers, those enemies, and that crit as fast as possible. And Insanity and gentle aliens do definitely help us do just that. Now, in case you haven't seen it in my other videos, Loud Thief Daggers is one of the most powerful builds in the game, and up before the most recent patch, it was definitely the strongest endless mode contender for a start, and I still think it is quite powerful. I would say followed by Farmer, which is also very powerful in endless mode. After that being Demon. Obviously a Demon Ghost Scepter start is just insanely powerful, but Loud Thief Daggers was my preferred way to attempt to go deep into endless mode. How effective is this still going to be? We're going to find out. Love a free coupon here. We're going to take a touch of armor, and I love that crit chancing, and then one thing we do feel a little bit behind on. Get these Thief Daggers upgraded. I'm quite happy with that there, as we get really good couple Thief Daggers here, like a bag. And we're going to be at 6 blue Thief Daggers heading into wave 5, which is really, really powerful. Ordinarily, I think we're above board if we have 6 by wave 6. 6 blue daggers by wave 6, that's where I want to be. So the fact we have 6 by wave 5 makes me, happy indeed. Even have 2 gentle aliens to help spread the love by getting even more of those enemies on the map so we can take them out, right? Getting shanked by the Loud Thief Dagger, which, in my opinion, is always kind of like a funny image in my mind, because like when I'm playing Thief Daggers and we get the extra material for killing someone, I always assume that was because like you're like a sneaky little potato and you run up behind somebody and like shank them down and take them out and get their money or something like that. But we're playing loud, and so we got like a giant mouth, and we're obviously like screaming as we run around, so I don't really know how that works. Love a free bait, like a little bit of luck. Again, looking for crit, which we do find here in the fingers. Upgrade, keep upgrading these Thief Daggers with the range. Actually do really like a beanie, giving us a touch more speed. Don't mind effective steroids. Like a Thief Dagger here, again, getting those upgraded. Go ahead and pick up a little muscly dude. And again, Piggy Bank, not really going to help us, but a unique item, and we are going to be going into endless mode here, so do like picking that up. I'm going to just sort of dance around here with a little bit of sloppy dodges on the baits, but hey, you can't always be perfect. You can only be close to it. So we are going to be attempting to switch into potato throwers, unless we see something like extra crazy go on. As I do want to see like how effective this is still going to be with just 3 paddings and 3 hunting trophies. Obviously not as effective, but I still think it'll be decent, right? Like, I still probably allow us to go relatively far into endless mode, especially with the boss's health being reduced. That skilling was reduced a little bit in the patch, so hopefully it will still treat us okay as we zoom around here. Relatively good wave 6. We actually had a pretty powerful start on the back of a couple items we got here, so I'm feeling relatively optimistic about this start. Really am looking for crit, which we see there. It makes me very, very happy. Should make you happy as well. Keep upgrading these thief daggers. Don't love losing range, but again, speed is just so important. And an energy bracelet essentially just reads crit, which is good enough where I'm happy to take it. So some really good choices here. Going into wave 7, we'll go ahead and buy this vigilante ring, start getting that damage scaling nice and early. But that thief dagger and that gentle alien means we have a pretty powerful start here on hand, which makes me quite pleased. Wave 7, obviously the eggs, want to make sure we take them out before those slashers spawn. A good wave 7 when we're utilizing this build typically means we end up with between 450 and 500 materials. Usually means we're on track. So those are the numbers I tend to look for. If we're too much below those, usually means we are behind for one reason or another. And this Loud Thief Daggers is very much a scaling build that starts off a little bit weaker than some other choices, but quickly becomes one of the most powerful builds in the game, both in normal as well as endless. Again, this is a very powerful strategy just for regular 20 run Brotato. Also, again, very, very good for endless mode as well. So we are right around 450 materials. We'll lose some from harvesting, but you can see there 472 means we're right on track, which makes me happy. Love another coupon and love that crit. Again, really powerful start here. Go ahead and get that melee damage up as well. So we're off to a really good start here. Makes me quite pleased. Good crit, 45 chance with our daggers now having 70 and 75% chance to crit respectively. Do like a baby gecko, get that range positive. And actually do like a ritual, just touch of percent damage and lifesteal. Love another gentle alien. Here we are. This is a good start, my friends. Got our first hunting trophy, although it makes me sad. Limited to 3. Womp womp. So do you just want to sort of survive wave 8 as we are off to a good start and we have 4 gentle aliens. Wave 8 is definitely not the best wave for this build, as those bruisers have a ton of health. So I'm not super concerned about clearing this wave hyper efficiently. Again, I think this is sort of the most challenging wave for this build once we get it rolling, as once we start getting to like wave 11, 12, we will scale past most of the challenges in the game until we reach the endless mode portion. But we're still weak enough where we could be taken out by a couple of poorly timed charges from these bruisers. So with all our gentle aliens, I'm just going to attempt to survive, take out some enemies where I can, but ordinarily I'm a little bit more concerned about like having a super efficient clear, getting all the materials I can possibly get. Although the fact we're almost already at 500 means we're really doing some work. We were off to a good start with a good hunting trophy early. You can see that 4 crates. Holy moly. No sludge for us, no scope, no dynamite. Even though it does reduce enemies, I'll take that white flag as it is unique. We'll go ahead and get that speed up just a bit as well. Love the Thief Dagger, and we're about to be off to the races here after this next wave. And oh my gosh, are we live? Are we live? A second hunting trophy, nice and early. Love to see it. And we do get another Thief Dagger here. Don't need any of these, nor do we need any of these, but we're going to be a really powerful start here with a couple of hunting trophies this early. Really, really good. Do like this community support. We'll go ahead and pick these sunglasses up as well. Although that community support, another item that is woefully changed. Oh man, with endless mode. Community support still one of, arguably, you could argue potentially is, but it's definitely one of a top 3, top 4 item in the game. One of the absolute best items in the game. However, it was limited to just 1. You can no longer have a million hunting trophies. So the days of 8 hunting trophies in endless mode are unfortunately behind us, but let us think fondly of all those hunting trophy all those crazy community support runs, as they are no more, which makes me sad. But I think that balance change is probably for the best, as community support is an absolutely insanely powerful item, especially on melee builds. So rest in pieces, community support. However, we're off to a blazing wave 9. May even clear 1,500 materials, as well as a couple crates here. So really feeling good about this. Really just looking for a tentacle at this point in terms of early items. Love the gentle alien. No hit injury for us. Don't really need any of these. We'll go and take that crit chance as well. How's our percent damage? 80. I think that is plenty. So we'll take a touch of luck. Love a community support. Love a sunglasses, and love a mouse. All things are pretty good. We'll take adrenaline as it is unique, even though our dodge isn't quite online yet. We'll take a Thief Dagger. We'll take an Alien Eyes, and sure, we'll take a Pocket Factory. Kind of a fun item. Love it. Another Thief Dagger here. And we'll go ahead and take a Tractor against, get that, we're far enough ahead where even on this character, we can think about potentially getting that harvesting positive. I do like leather vest, improved tools, another unique, giving us some attack speed as well. Some really good items here. We'll go ahead and take this thief dagger, and hang on to both of these here as we head into wave 10. We do have a wave 11 elite, so I'm quite happy for a couple of those leather vests, which will give us just a touch of armor. I'm happy to be negative armor for this wave, but I do want to get the armor positive by the time we face that wave 11 elite. But we are actually in a staggeringly good spot to have a really good endless mode run with those two super early hunting trophies, which will help us scale quite well as we head into endless mode. Although notably, we will not be able to get 1,700 of them as we are playing the new Brotato. So what endless mode looks like will definitely change, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. Good lifesteal too as well, but do want to be a little bit careful. I do think that elite coming up on wave 11 could potentially kill us. If we are able to take that elite out, I do think we'll be in a pretty good spot here. Range does feel a little low, so I do want to potentially get that up as well, as in we have enough attack speed here where I want to essentially be able to run in and just completely take out every enemy. I am taking some damage, but I'm playing aggressively to take out as many enemies as possible. We'll go ahead and actually take that range as well as the armor. I want to make sure this elite is okay. Do like the ugly tooth with the range. Really do like a blindfold. A little bit more dodge, a little bit more crit. You can see our purple daggers are now at 97. Red now at 107, so we're pretty much done there. Rip and tear can't crit, so I will avoid it. Riposte, notably, now is a 100% chance to deal melee damage when we dodge. We do feel a little low on melee, so I'm quite happy with that. Like this warrior's helmet, just for a touch of defense. We're still going to be trying to get the alien eyes online, so I am happy with that. Not going to take a peacock heading into an elite fight. That would likely be a little greedy. I will aggressively upgrade these thief daggers as well. Like a coffee, like the snail as a unique. And again, I don't love losing luck, but black belt does feel quite good because we feel a touch behind on melee damage. We're only at 20, which would be good for a normal character, but for this sort of style of start feels a little bit less than I would like. Even we'll take a cake, again, just to be extra safe against this elite here. Wave 11 elite will buy this thief dagger and we'll hang on to this riposte just for a touch more melee damage, as we do have I still don't know all the new elite names, but I do know most of their attack patterns at this point. So doing pretty good damage to this elite. Again, we're not quite at like the demolish elite stage of the game yet, but by the time we reach wave 14, we should be. And again, this also just showing how this can just be such an effective build just for a normal 20 wave run, as in we just want to get a fun D5 victory. As I like to say, this is one of my blow off steam builds, right? Like when I'm having a bad day, the tax man got me down, the bills are late, everything's looking rough, right? Things are bleak, my dog forgot my name, all that bad stuff. Sometimes I just roll out thief daggers, and for a nice 25-minute run, all is well in the world. So that is what we're doing here, but that is one way I do self-medicate myself. It may work for you, it may not, but if it does, that's what I do. But we're in a good spot here, I think, to really just blow this open. We've had a very good, strong start. Here, I'm just double checking that I am in fact recording, which I am. We're actually going to go ahead and take this ricochet, or not. Actually, I haven't decided. It will hurt our alien eyes. Will the alien eyes be quite as good? This does help the potato throwers. For now, we'll recycle it. Kind of a debate there. Do like a metal plate as well. No longer need crit, so I'll take that percent damage and do like that speed. Like their post, as melee damage is quite powerful. I don't need any of these. And here we go. Hunting trophy number 3. Unfortunately, that's all the hunting trophies we're going to get. That makes me sad, man. That makes me sad. Although it's probably for the best. Do you like another thief dagger? Like another mastery? 3 hunting trophies by way 11. Could you imagine if we were in the old style build? We would just be zooming. Do like the new clover as well. Armor at 10. I'm pretty happy with that. No longer need a ton of crit. Range at 33, so we'll take these glasses to immediately take the blindfold. Don't really need the crit, but I do want to get that dodge up quite a bit. And also really do like that giant's belt. So we're off to the kind of races here. So we're really going to be primed to see if these potato throwers can still in fact work, which I'm not sure. We'll just talk about that ricochet decision. Part of the reason I was sort of waffling on it is in the old version of Endless Mode, pre 1.0 patch. I would say ricochet is generally bad. Ricochet helps your potato throwers, but they hurt your alien eyes. So it really depends where most of your damage is coming from. In the past version, when we had infinite paddings and hunting trophies and stuff, your alien eyes did way more damage than your potato throwers. So it's like, what's worth it at this juncture in the game? It's hard to say exactly. Again, I haven't tested it quite enough to be, to have an extensive answer there. So we'll kind of see how this run develops and potentially take one earlier, or take one a little bit later. But we do have our first padding online here, and you can see with all the materials we're getting, giving us about 10 HP per wave. But will that be enough? Will this build hit the wall? This is going to be the run that will tell it to us, right? Because this is such a good start. You know, we're going to be all set to really answer these questions. Don't need any of these. I guess I'll take the armor. No Weird Ghost. We'll take Wandering Bot. Do like our Gentle Alien. Again, our speed feels a little low. Really do like a Mammoth. Again, 15 melee damage is so good. All good things here. Don't need Baby with the Beard, nor do we need the bandana that much, but we'll take it anyway in order to give our Alien Eyes a touch of Pierce. Take Spicy Sauce as it is item limited. We'll take an Alien and Worm. We'll take a Metal as well. Again, speed being good, and we're at over 100% crit. Enough range where I'm happy with that blindfold. As I do want to get that dodge up quite a bit, as I do think Retribution's Hoodie is still going to be a key part of scaling this in endless mode. But at this point, we've sort of breached the, I think we're very powerful at this juncture in the game. So I think we'll be on a good spot, really just to build out our economy into endless mode and really do everything we can to set us up to be in a good spot to take advantage of that. So start thinking some more about range damage and all that good stuff. But wave 13, no more to do. I mean, it blows my mind. We already have 3 hunting trophies. It's hurting my brain, right? Because I've been so wired, like, find every hunting trophy. Find every hunting trophy. And like, we've got our 3 hunting trophies. Like, what now? What now, Cal? I don't know. Right? Like, we no longer need to find them. They're now capped at 3. Somewhat sad. But getting those nice and early, I think, will help us kind of see what this build is still capable of. If it is, in fact, capable. May not even be capable. But you can see I'm sort of running here with the band and just kind of diving in enemies, trying to take them out. Love of free wheat, all things that are good. And again, we'll go with attack speed, help our clear, and I guess some armor, although maybe not entirely necessary. Like a bait, like a spice sauce, like a lost duck, like a defective steroids. I'm buying them all. Love a mouse. We'll take the sad tomato as it is unique. Do like that tractor. Again, you know, we can in fact get the positive harvesting on this character if we have a strong run, which we do, like a lure there as well. A potato thrower, it is not your time in the sun yet. We'll go and pick up one more tractor. Again, just giving us positive harvesting for the rest of the run. Very hard to say if this is going to end up being good or not. It is unique, so I'll go ahead and pick it up. It is a net positive force at the moment, and do like that coffee as well. You can see Elite, really no issue. Feeling pretty good about that. Play a little bit cautiously here. So a little bit hairy there with the bait, but never didn't have it, as I like to say. So we are in a pretty good spot here. One thing that feels a little bit low is the speed. And still don't think we've had a tentacle, which is kind of crazy. We can get 3 hunting trophies, but no tentacles. I don't know if that happens very frequently, but we got plenty of lifesteal, plenty of HP regen, so I'm not particularly worried about it. Speed is a little low, so I do want to prioritize that, as I want to be able to sort of chase down enemies and take them out, as in our clear is oftentimes dependent on our speed, as in how many enemies can we run around and KO. Especially starts to matter past wave 14 when more enemies and Brotato start spawning that do not necessarily track you down. A lot more enemies at this stage in the game run away from you, but we will do the best that we can. You can see getting a lot of chests, and we only have 36 luck, so getting some good luck without the luck, right? That, my friends, is what they do say. Anyway, for free, love a relic. No wheelbarrow needed, no mutation needed. Do like a wandering bot for free. Like the wisdom as it is unique, and like that luck there. Like the metal, again, for a touch more speed. Don't need any of these. Love another gentle alien, like a coffee, like a poisonous tonic. With our range being at where it is, I'm okay with a Cyclops worm. Don't need any of these. Love a mastery there, like a wings as well. Go ahead and take a fin. Again, speed being a big thing to think about. Like an alloy. Again, we'll get our dodge back up. Like a lure. Give us some more items. Love another coupon here. We'll do one more reroll. Love another vigilante ring. Definitely something we still want to think about. This one vigilante ring already giving us 24 stats. Vigilante ring, obviously one of the more powerful items for endless mode. So with our new speed and our new range, I think we're going to be doing a lot better job of keeping these waves clear. Definitely something we were falling just a touch behind in the past couple of waves. Still looking for Retribution Hoodie, still looking for that anvil as well. Want to max out those paddings and get a couple of tardigrades. So definitely off to a good start, but we are not there yet, my friends. But what a start this was, man. 3 hunter trophies by wave 11. We were playing old Brotato. I would say this one's going the wave like 200. And current Brotato, we'll see, right? You kind of have to figure it out. Have it done some endless mode testing in the new patch, but not quite as much as I'd like. My sincere apologies to everybody. I know I've been a little bit slower on videos recently. My IRL job, as we all know, anybody who watches the channel, I do this part-time for fun. This is purely just, I like Brotato and I appreciate the response and love everyone shows me, but sometimes IRL, aka my job, does make my life a little bit more difficult. So my video making sort of schedule sort of depends on that, which has been very busy lately. No more tractor needed. I guess we'll go and take some dodge. Worry about getting that dodge sort of capped. Love another alien eyes here and love that vigilante ring. You can make an argument for robot arm. I don't think we quite need it though. Do like another alloy, again, just giving us a little bit of everything. And here is our Retromations hoodie. Really do like to see that, again, putting us negative range for now, but we have enough time, I think, to get that positive. Plenty of time to get that positive, so I'm happy with that. Love a mouse, love a banner. Again, getting that range almost back to positive. Now we really care about dodge. Again, that being one of the best ways to scale. Get our first dangerous bunny, which again is also capped. So really do like that range. Finish off the spicy sauces. Don't really need any of these. Again, getting another dangerous bunny, like another wings. Love an extra stomach. We'll go ahead and take that bandana as well. So you can see, still a very powerful start here. That extra stomach going to be giving us some nice HP bonuses. Obviously, we have that sad tomato, which is going to reduce the amount of extra stomach procs we're going to get at the beginning. But as you can see, we are able to catch up pretty quickly and just zip around here feeling good about all our choices in life. So maybe change isn't that scary. I don't know, just kidding. It's pretty scary. So endless mode will definitely look a little bit different here, but this is gonna be a good way and a good run to see how it looks, because we are really really off to the races here with those early with that early 3 hunting trophies, which is just so powerful. And do want to do our best to maximize everything we can from the extra stomach, get all the HP that we can. We are already capped, so I'm quite pleased with how things are going. Wave 16, look at that, just raking in the materials, almost 2,000. What a powerful start. And we have 2 vigilante rings. Doesn't that make it nice and happy? A couple things we get here. Go ahead and take the percent damage. Like the mediana, and now we get our last dangerous bunny. No more like zillion dangerous bunnies. Womp womp. Love another alien eyes. I'll take a bowler hat. Don't really need any of these, nor these. No shackles for us, my friends. At least not yet. Maybe a little later. Like another tree. Don't need any of these. Love our first tardigrade. Actually, I haven't seen many of those, so that is good to see. Like a claw tree as well. Love another clover. Again, let's get that dodge as high as we possibly can. Like another claw tree. Like another alien eyes. We have enough bandanas for the moment. We'll go ahead and buy that wheat as well as we head into wave 17. Next leads on wave 18. I do think we will dumpster that wave 18 elite without too much of an issue. Are able to sail on through those baits. Feeling pretty good. Do we still not have a tentacle? Oh man, that was the one thing we were missing. Well, an anvil, but we do have the hoodie, which is just going to put our attack speed to the stratosphere. Attack speed at 187, so that will allow us to convert dodge for the rest of the game into attack speed, which is a very important part of really putting together a good endless mode build. But I think we're going to be in a good spot here to really just take this off. And again, I'm pretty pleased with how this is developing, as this is going to be a good sort of test of how the old Loud Thief Daggers build does in fact work in endless mode. Sif's Relic provides us all that extra materials flying right onto us. I think we have capped the extra stomach. So there we go. No weird food needed. No charcoal needed. Sure, we'll take an alien tongue. I'll take that insanity. No barricade. I guess I'll take the baby gecko. No longer need range. Do like attack speed like the wheat. Don't need any of these. Don't need any of these. Again, keeping that attack speed up. Like that claw tree. None of these are necessary. None of these are really necessary. Love another tardigrade. Like another clover. Don't need any of these. We'll grab these. I think we'll go and pat. We have enough alloys. Padding number 2 online. I do like the blindfold as well. I guess we'll take a fin. You know, we are still looking for that. Looking for the... Actually, sorry, I really like that vigilante ring as well. Another one. I think we're good on the warrior helmet, but still am looking for the power generator. So there has been some conversation. I believe this is the enemy that... Well, we just killed him too quickly. I can't remember if that is the enemy that spawns the extra enemies. I know there's been some conversation that potentially it's worth it to let the enemies spawn. I don't think the game is that tightly tuned where that is quite necessary, but you know, we were to take the elite out so darn quickly that it didn't really matter. But that just shows that, like, we've definitely, I mean, hundreds or 77 melee damage, So good. We have now 3 Vigilante rings, and that is just going to put us in a great spot for Endless Mode. Although, notably, no grinds, Magic Leaf, and how many pettings are at 2 or 3? I don't know. We'll see. This may work. It may not. I have no idea. Potato throwers may be terrible. They may be good. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we'll see how this sort of comes together. But I think at this point, it's just a matter of time till we make it to Endless Mode. Still do my best to get my little extra stomach procs because I care about the details. At least that's what I tell my middle manager. But there you go. Wave 18. Nice and done. You know, we get a little bit of value of engineering. Wolf Helmet nobly was buffed. You can see these values are higher, but I will go ahead and pass on it. No fuel tank needed. Don't really need any of these. I guess we'll go ahead and get that dodge capped and take this % damage. And here we go. It is anvil time. We really got all the pieces. I have all the ingredients for our spicy stew here. Like a regen potion. That anvil is really going to help. Just posting a good spot armor-wise for Endless Mode. Like a potato, right? Who doesn't love a potato and Brotato? Like the strange book. Grab another coupon here. Don't need the sunglasses anymore. Do like the mouse. I guess we'll take the Lost Duck just for the giggles. But here we are on wave 19. Really excited to see how's this one going to turn on Endless Mode. We really have all the pieces we need for a successful Endless Mode in the current version of the game. If you are enjoying this channel, if you would do me a solid and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it immensely. I am just a dude who does this for fun, but every subscription motivates me, keeps me excited on making content. Love all the love we've gotten. We're about 1,200 plus subscribers, which is absolutely crazy, as I believe we're only about 3 or 4 months old, which has just been a ton of fun. Doing this, again, goal here is to take a little bit more analytical look at games like Brotato and other roguelite action games in the future. Really try to dive deep in mechanics while keeping it fun and cracking a couple of jokes along the way. We're cracking jokes, just like a giant, angry sea monster squid, right? Kraken, C-R-A-K-E-N. Okay, whatever. That was bad, but like I said, I don't see the jokes are good. I just say I try to make them. Anyway, wave 19. You know, we'll forget I ever said that, right? Okay, that'll be our little secret. No blood leech needed. We'll take the crown as is unique, although the viability of it is limited, like the attack speed. Love the tardigrade, like the poisonous tonic. Roll around here. Not going to do the potato thrower swap just yet, although we will do it earlier than we did in the past. Like a night goggles, again, just giving us way more range than we'll ever need in the future. Love another alien eyes, like a leather vest. Don't need any of these. Do like a tree. We'll start picking the eye surgeries up as they are limited, like another clover. Rolling around here. Love another alien eyes. Grab that ritual, and we are in the normal mode, but we will click endless. All right, let's see how these bosses are gonna do. Boop. 1. Boop. 2. So there you go. Sort of gently waltzed over to the bosses and killed both of them in 8 seconds. So if you're not convinced this build is powerful, let that be a good example of how set up we are for Endless Mode. Again, we'll try to do a couple, maybe we're not going to hold off on swapping to a different weapon as long as I would in the past, but we will probably still hold off to past wave 25 just to see how things do in fact work. Wave 20, really no issues. We're capped on hunting trophies, folks. We got our 3 hunting trophies. I think we have our 3 paddings too. So really have everything we need now. Got the Retribution hoodie. Got the anvil, which will be nice to give us a lot of survivability. Again, we're already at 30 armor, and we'll have that anvil really contributing to that party. So in a good spot here. Really just could use maybe Rad's Magic Leaf, but that's not entirely necessary. Do like a lucky coin for free. Love a cape. Again, one of my favorite items with Retribution hoodie because that 20% dodge is just extra attack speed, which is quite good. Love another Vigilante ring. Go and get that speed up as well. Don't need any of these. Again, keep getting those clovers. Grab a Warrior's helmet. No rip and tear. Love a mouse. No plastic explosive needed. Again, we're in a good spot here. Potentially even do a sniper rifle switch. Would be in a good spot to do that, I think. But we'll think about our options. Love another alien eyes as well as a tree. All right, let's do a quick look at where we are, right? 8 alien eyes, which is pretty good. We are capped at our 3 hunting trophies, which is good to know. We are still could use another padding, which is good. We have not many tardigrades, right? I think we only have 2 or 3. So we have 3 tardigrades, so a little bit better than I thought. Obviously, I have the anvil, Retribution hoodie as well. Anyway, let's go to wave 21 and see how this boss fares. Look at that. Zoink. Yep, still got it. And, you know, feeling pretty good. All we really need is the last padding, and I think we'll be off to see, does this build still work? One more padding, and we will really have pretty much everything we can have, truthfully, to make this build work. We'll really have everything that we need. Really happy with those 4 vigilante rings too. That's really going to help our percent damage. Keep going the right direction. One question we still would want to ask ourselves is, what do we want to take the Bloody Hand? That was always a maybe to me when we were doing this. Maybe we want to take the Bloody Hand. I'm not really sure. It depends. Obviously, Bloody Hand really increases your percent damage with a couple of magical leaves, which we don't actually have. But obviously, Bloody Hand does sort of blow up those tardigrades. Bloody Hand is an absolutely awesome item in normal Brotato. Has a little bit less effectiveness in endless mode. Again, would potentially be down to take it if we get a couple magical leaves. Right now, we don't have those, so we will see how things go. Ton of chests this wave, so feeling pretty good about where things are headed here. No insanity needed. I guess I'll take a scar. No wheelbarrow. No duct tape. No explosive turret. Do like a focus. Sure, we'll take a headshot. We'll take the leather vest. Don't need any of these. I guess I'll take the percent damage, although we don't really need any of that. We'll take a glass cannon. Again, we have plenty of armor, so I'm not unhappy with that change. It is not potato throwers time yet. Do like the leather vest. Surprisingly not capped on bags. Actually do not have any silver bullets, so that is actually very good to pick up. That's really going to help our elite healing speed. We'll think about the ricochet a little bit later. Love another alien eyes as well. Love another cape. Again, here we are, another padding. So we will see how this is going to work. Really have pretty much everything we need. Notably, Emma's still missing the speed generator though, which is a little bit odd, that power generator. Anyway, for now, the action is going to kind of set until we reach our next elite on wave 25. So I will see everybody at wave 25, unless of course we pick up something nice and nifty. Notably, wave 22, we'll go ahead and pick up the stone skin here. All right, here we are going to wave 25. Notably, do finally get this power generator, which will be quite good with our whopping 69, haha, funny number, speed. So that is good to see. Don't need any of these. We'll go ahead and hang on the potato thrower and make that switch along with a ricochet, head into the next wave. But let's go ahead and see wave 25. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. So there we go. Nice and effective kills. Really no issues whatsoever. We are essentially capped on all the good items we need for a potato thrower run. So the question is that still going to work? We're really going to have to let our HP start to build up from this point. So no more recklessly spending money like we've got an ATM spitting out cash at us. It is time to enter the fiscal austerity part of our Brotato run here together. But we're going to go ahead and see how this works. Does this still have legs? This is about as good of a run as we can put together. Anyway, we'll see, guys, back at the store. Alrighty, we have everything we need, and it's potato thrower time. So we'll go ahead and swap into these throwers here. We'll go ahead and grab this ricochet just to kind of see how that works. Do still want to get these tentacles online. And again, I'm not going to spend down my money quite as much as I might have in the past. I will certainly buy one of these throwers. We'll go and buy a potato. Don't really need the sharp billets. We'll go ahead and pick up that ricochet here, as I do want to sort of let the potato throwers shine. I don't know if our alien eyes are going to be quite as good as they could have been. So early on, wave 26, potato throwers still looking good, right? Still doing well. We obviously only have 296 HP, which is a far cry from potato thrower adventures in the past. But, you know, so far, wave 26, really feeling good about it. And again, that ricochet, gonna help our potato throwers, gonna hurt our alien eyes. In the old version of Endless Mode, Alien Eyes definitely did more of the heavy lifting, especially as the game got more and more challenging. But I do think with the changes, we're going to need to rely more on our potato throwers earlier. So we'll go ahead and pick up a ricochet or two with all our vigilante rings. We have plenty of percent damage, so I'm not particularly worried about it. So we will see. Do these old throwers still hold up? Only one way to find out as we zip on here through wave 26. Feeling pretty good about our life choices. Like a lure for free. No more little muscly dude. We have enough crit chance where I'm happy with an octopus. Sure, we'll take a duct tape. And I guess the maxed HP. We're going to go ahead and try to get these throwers filled on out. So that will be our priority at the moment. Although I'm not going to spend down all my money to do so. We should have a decent chance to find some more. We'll take a second ricochet here. Should we take the Gatling laser? That, my friends, is a good question. Why don't we hold on to it and think about it as we head into wave 27. Throwers still looking strong. Remember, we only got 3 of them, so that was pretty good. So if we pick that Gatling laser up, it obviously will not scale We don't have that much range damage, only 3. But we'll think about it. Here on wave 27, really no issues with those elites. So we go ahead and see everybody at the next store. So we're going to go ahead and actually pass on the scouting laser. Again, I really want to focus on seeing how far the HP scaling will take us. We'll go ahead and pick a baby with a beard now, as we are moving more into a range build. We'll go ahead and grab this other thrower. Do love a bait. I think I really want to get these throwers up and running as soon as possible. So I'm not afraid to spend my money down early to do just that. We'll buy that last eye surgery, kind of roll with this here on wave 28. I'll check in with everybody at the next store. All right, here we are. Wave 28 potato throwers are in fact online. We'll definitely buy that vigilante ring. However, keep that damage scaling. Don't really need any of these. And again, I don't want to spend down too much of my money. So we'll see everybody on wave 30 for the bosses. All right, so here we are on wave 30. We'll see if we can still handle these bosses. Damage seems pretty good. Feeling pretty solid about it. Wave 30, all bosses down in 5 seconds. Potato throwers, we still got it so far. So feeling pretty solid about that. Did buy a couple potato throwers there with my money. I think a big thing here is going to be keeping that armor nice and high. So paying to upgrade those potato throwers by buying new ones will help that anvil do its job and upgrade our armor as opposed to the throwers. And again, it's not going to be a huge amount, but obviously with that stone skin, obviously get us an extra 2 HP per round. Notably have not seen our first Brian's Magical Leaf, so probably won't be doing the bloody hand scaling thing here, as we have not gotten enough of those to, you know, if we had like 2 or 3 grinds Magical Leaf, I'd be very interested in that bloody hand, but just double checking. I am recording, which I am. So wave 30, feeling pretty good. You know, our old throwers, the tried and true, right? Hanging in there. Potato throwers hitting for 1,000. I like it. No pencil. I guess we'll take an alien magic. Finally getting these tentacles online. Do like an injection. All things are good here. We'll take that attack speed. Potato throwers are good to go. Do a couple of cursory rerolls here, but again, we're not going to be getting as much money as we used to be. I will see everybody on wave 32 for the next elites. All right, heading to wave 32. Do like a silver bullet. Again, we only have 1 of those, and those I think are actually quite good. Passing the bloody hand here. Do like another alien eyes as well as another bait. Wave 32. Can we handle it? Are we going to be in trouble here? Are able to take these elites out pretty fast, so things look pretty good. So feeling solid about things. Again, potato throwers still mostly one-shotting enemies, but as we all know, wave 35 is when things get a little bit hairy. So hopefully mass a couple more silver bullets, get that magical leaf, and just see how far we can take this. So we'll see everybody on wave 35. So we are going into wave 33. Somewhat tempted by the spider. We'll use our free rerolls here. Wave 34, next elite's coming up. Can we still handle it? We shall see. All right. All right. I see you, potato thrower. Not super weak yet, right? That was pretty good. That was pretty solid. Alien Eyes still hitting relatively hard for 5,000 there. Potato Thrower is hitting for about 1,700. So we'll see, you know. Hey, how far can we take it? I think wave 40 is pretty likely. Past that, who knows? Again, we're about to hit the hard part of the game, which is going past wave 35. I'm interested to see how the boss scaling does work. If we do look at the patch notes, we will see that in Endless Mode, boss scaling, presumably elite scaling as well, is not quite as aggressive as it was pre-patch, so that was toned down a little bit, you know, not immensely so. It was turned down by a solid amount, so we'll see how much that affects other Endless Mode strategies. But feeling pretty good here again. Really that 50 armor. Again, I think Endless Mode in general, getting an early anvil is just so valuable. Just getting us those maximum damage reduction points as early as possible is just such a boon when doing Endless Mode. So I'm quite happy that we were able to get that on a line. For free, take a bat. No incendiary turret, no turret. Do it like a ritual as well. Toss our free rolls there a little bit more quickly than I intended to. Anyway, the next elite's on wave 37, so I will see my good friends there. All right, heading to wave 37, next elites. We'll go ahead and buy another Alien Eyes for the lulz, as our 121 HP means our potato throwers are hitting for 1506. Are we still staying on top of damage? Slowing down just a touch, but hey, 3 elites down in 4 seconds. That, my friends, is not too shabby. So we are staying above board so far. We'll probably slow down when we run to the bosses at wave 40, but we're going to see, right? You got to play the game, right? You can't just, you don't just think what's going to happen. You know, theory is good, but if we don't practice theory, then, you know, we're just drawing on a piece of paper. And that, my friends, is no fun. These little turrets spawning from the Pocket Factory, good unique item there. Still desperately contributing as they're hitting for a whopping 14 here on wave 47. They're doing their best. Maybe not in a whole lot to the conversation, but they're still talking and participating in the discourse nonetheless. And we're still even getting a touch of value from that extra stomach. I'm excited to see what those extra stomach numbers end up being. It has to easily be over 100, which, hey, you know what? With only 3 paddings, 10% of our health, so not too shabby. But hey, we're alive. We're alive and looking good, right? We're doing okay here. No toolbox, no cake. We'll take these scared sausages. We'll actually pick up a statue there as well as a pumpkin. And actually do like a warrior's helmet again. Getting a touch more max HP there from the lovely stone skin. We're gonna go ahead and finish off those. Tentacles there. I'm gonna think about that bandana. I don't actually think we really need it unless we get it from a crate. Anyway, we'll see everybody on wave 40. All right, rolling here into wave 40. We'll buy another silver bullet. I do think that is good enough to still spend money on. Maybe the heavy bullets, but with only 20% scaling, I don't know if it's worth that much money. But we'll see. Wave 40, are we still doing okay? Or have we come back down to earth? Still feeling pretty powerful. There we go. Not too shabby. Again, taking us about 6.5 seconds there. No more 5-second killing all the bosses, but you know, I'm happy with that, right? We're still packing on a little bit of HP every run. I mean, definitely not as much as we have been in past modes, but hey, we're still struggling. I mean, we're still churning on. It's not quite a struggle yet. So the question is, when is this scaling going to fall off? Our potato throwers are, you know, hitting for a substantial amount now, over 3,000, which is pretty solid. But I do expect that to come down to earth at some point, as the scaling is not as insane as it used to be. Obviously, with only 3 of those hunting trophies and 3 of those paddings, I do expect that to fall off at some point soon. We do have less tardigrades than I would like. Would definitely consider buying a couple more of those. Although, again, we don't get nearly as much money per run, so we have to be a lot more judicious with our money. No snake, love of free glasses, no sharp bullet, no claw tree needed, and for free, we'll be happy to take a ritual. We'll go ahead and buy another vigilante ring. I think that is good enough to go ahead and buy. We are heading into a wave 41 elite. Definitely gonna have to be dodging a bit here, but not too shabby, right? Still feeling pretty good. Okay, about, again, 7 seconds there. Slowing down just a touch. I think what is keeping this run nice and strong is all these vigilante rings. Again, we have actually quite a few here. 7, giving us a very impressive 381% damage. 7 by wave 41 would be pretty good in the old endless mode. So I do think those vigilante rings are certainly what is keeping us rocking and rolling. Again, really do like that armor as well. 67, meaning 82% less damage. It's a lot of armor for wave 41, so I'm quite pleased with that. But the question is, when's it going to end, right? Like, how much farther can we go? Can we find a couple other tardigrades? Can we actually find a grinds magical leaf? That would be quite good. We've seen 3 or 4 bloody hands at this point. Speed slowing down, not slowing down, 69, but it just feels slower with how much faster these enemies are moving. But getting a little bit chaotic here. Again, we're no longer like one-shotting the bruisers. So I think we're going to start to see this pull off a little bit here. But we're going to keep trying, right? Gotta play to the bell. No black belt. Like the free glasses, no toxic sludge. Sure, we'll take a butterfly and go ahead and get that attack speed up a little bit more. Toss our free re-rolls here. Looking for some home run items. Do not see them. Anyway, next elite is on wave 45, so we'll check in at that point. Here we go, wave 42. Kind of expensive, but I just want one for posterity's sake. We're buying the Grinds Magical Leaf. All right, wave 45. How is our damage doing? Is it time for an Etsy's Couch? No, it is not. But are we able to beat wave 45 with our little throwers here? I think we shall. Again, I'm not going to expect like an absolute dumpstering of elites here, but relatively efficient. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Randy Marsh. I didn't hear no bell, right? You can nerf potato throwers, but I'm still going to try to make them work. Wave 45 feeling pretty good here. Again, damage is slowing down somewhat. Again, not insanely noticeable yet, but I am certainly noticing it. I do think overall for Endless Mode, and we'll continue to experiment with this, you know, as time goes on. I do think that probably doing Loud Thief Daggers is a really good way to start. I think we'll probably want to switch, though, and not to Potato Throwers. I think probably going Loud Thief Daggers and doing an early range switch would probably be, at least in my mind, one of the more efficient Endless Mode strategies at the moment, especially with the new preponderance of legendary ranged weapons. So if we can move into something like the drill, the Gatling gun, and sniper rifles, I think, you know, sniper rifles with ricochet are just so good. I think something like that is probably going to be a little bit more overall effective, and we will be exploring those strategies in due time. But for now is the humble potato throwers time. No rip post needed nor sharp bullets. We'll go ahead and take that attack. Speed do our free rerolls here. Mainly looking for tardigrades here. Anyway, next leads on wave 47, so we will, of course, check in that. All right, wave 47. Can we do it? I think so. Again, not going to be blasting through these, but I think we can still do it. If we clear wave 50, I'm going to be pretty happy. Truthfully, I don't know if this is the best strategy anymore, and so I'll be quite pleased with a nice wave 50 clear. You can see only 1600 HP, which is way less than we'd be in the old strategy. In the old strategy, you know, soon we kept finding hunting trophies and paddings, things like that. We'd probably be at like 10, 15,000 at this point, so I would be very happy with the wave 50 clear. I just lost my mouse here. Not that it really matters, but all lost in the projectiles. I found it. There it is, right above me. Anyway, still going on, right? Like, still, that wasn't terrible, right? Like, we're going to start getting rushed and not being able to take the bosses out. So I am somewhat concerned for our deep future, but I would be very happy if we can do potato throwers past wave 50. And I think we have a real shot of doing that. But as they say, time will tell. You can do all the back of the napkin math you want, but we shall see. Like a scared touch for free. No rip and tear. Do take another boxing glove. I actually do like a leather vest. Go ahead and take that dodge for the attack speed. Do our cursory rerolls here. Again, only 3 makes me so sad. We'll bind Alien Eyes. Again, they are contributing to the party. And we will go ahead and see everybody on wave 50. Unless, of course, we start getting in trouble, in which case I will frantically die in front of you, in front of camera, which will be nice and fun to see. So we'll check in, hopefully, in a little bit. Alrighty, wave 50. How is this going to go? I am noticing the damage slowing down big time. This could be the end of our illustrious potato thrower road, but we will do our best. Are taking some damage here. I am having trouble dodging some of these new elites. So is this going to be the end of the road? Man, dodging some of these new elites with these new attack patterns and this madness is definitely a little bit challenging. That said, did take out the bosses. Now we need to just survive the waves. But boy howdy, definitely noticing our damage slowing down. For those at home, I have been calculating how much HP we are in fact gaining per wave. We're gaining, for those who want to sort of calculate this in their own, we're gaining about 72 HP per wave with 3 paddings and of course 3 hunting trophies. So, you know, no longer, I mean, tacking on 500,000 per wave, right? We're getting about 72 HP per wave. A little more if we get like a good recycle. Turn that to some more HPs. We get 3 per 100. You can sometimes recycle items for like a couple hundred at this point. So that's about how much we're doing. Do get a ton of crates here. We'll go ahead and take that duct tape. No little muscle dudes. So you can see recycling these items does give us a decent more health. That's it. Happy with tardigrade. No gambling token, no sunglasses, no fuel tanking. Give me all that money. But man, that was a little dicey. I'm gonna level with everybody. That was not free money by any means. So we'll see how we can go here. Again, we are reaching the point where I think anyway, like I think we can probably clear a few more, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we die at any sort of wave here. I think it'd be the end of us. But wave 51, I think we're clear. Don't think we've broken through the tardigrades yet, but wave 53, feeling 51. Sorry, feeling pretty good about that. There we go. Feeling good. There is a tardigrade firing off as I'm double checking that I'm recording. Due to the few times where I have actually attempted to record a video and I've not been recording. I've had my software up, I've been talking, doing all that good stuff, seeing myself on my camera, and I forgot to press record. So I'm somewhat always cautious about that, but we are recording. We'll do it live, except this is not live. It is recorded. But wave 51. Just now breaking 2,000 HP, right? Not exactly where we want to be, but it is where we are. I think the end's probably near-ish. No cute monkey. Definitely no alien baby. No snake. No metal plate, no explosive shells. You can give me that money. I guess of these, we'll take the range. You know, with only 49 HP regen, Bloody Hand Switch could be interesting, but I think we've sort of passed that and the fact that we have not gotten, you know, if we get like 3 or 4 magic leaves at this point, which is not unheard of, right? That's not like super rare. Uncommon, but not super rare. I think a magical leaf, or sorry, Bloody Hand Switch would probably be worth it, but with only 69 lifesteal, I'd rather have tardigrades at this point. Anyway, we'll go ahead and check in wave 55 if we're able to pull it off, or if we get killed, I'll probably just live commentate that and we'll skip ahead. So anyway, hopefully I'll see everybody on wave 55. All right, here we are, wave 55. And not gonna lie with everybody, it's getting a little hairy, but we will see if we can pull this off. Everything's moving fast except me. It is actually significantly more difficult to dodge with all the new elites. Just a lot more varied attack patterns that you have to dodge all at once. So that's definitely a little bit of an added challenge layer with Endless Mode these days. We've almost taken the elites out. Did make a bit of a clumsy dodge there as we sort of get to the point where my eyes blur over a little bit. So you can see we got one more elite left. One more boss thing. No, that's definitely an elite. Eyes start to blur over. Damage is definitely falling off here. Very, very much thankful for our armor, which is very high. We will check in a little bit. All right, last boss is down, but you can see we are very much hurting for damage. Our damage is definitely less than I would like, and we very well may just die here. We just took a huge chunk of damage, which is not a good thing. So we got 5 seconds left. Hopefully we'll make it. No promises. Oh, Lord. We made it. Okay, that was not easy. Oh man, that was not easy, and I want to save every bit of money I can. None of these do anything, so I guess we'll take the lifesteal. Oh man, that was pretty darn tough there. Next elites are on wave 57. This may be the end of the road. You can just see the damage is definitely falling off a cliff compared to the enemy health. Although past wave 50 in the current version of Endless Mode, I'm still pretty proud of using this strategy. But, you know, our HP is just not scaling to the same level with only 3 paddings and, of course, only 3 hunting trophies. If we had more tardigrades, that could help. But I think this has been a pretty good run, especially with all of those vigilante rings. We'll, of course, review our item stats if and when we do reach our demise. You can see we're actually handling the non. You know, this is not super smooth. Enemies are surviving a lot more than I would like, but we're handling the non elite waves okay. It's just those elites, man. Whew, they are taking us out. They're just taking so many hits. And with all the different new elites and like all the, you know, previously it was only 3 elites, right? That's only 3 attack patterns to think about. But with all the new ones, holy smokes, definitely difficult. Gonna do our free rerolls, although I don't really know what I would truthfully buy. Again, true MVP this far has been the 7 vigilante ranking. That's 717% damage. All right, deep rest, everybody. Wave 57. Lots of elites to deal with here. We'll kind of nip around here. Again, let the ricochets stay away from the bosses. Let the ricochets, almost mispronounced ricochet. Let the ricochets kind of do the work as we do our best, stay out of firing line. We can see it's taken us a while to take these bosses out. I have definitely burned through at least 3 tardigrades here. Another one there. So feeling okay. I think bosses are down. Okay. I'm hoping we will survive, although given how things are, we are certainly not out of the woods just yet, but I'm optimistic of our chances here. Oh boy. That was not easy. Whew. You know, those bosses just quickly become damage sponges as they definitely outscale our damage. But the throws in a little throw, but not hard enough. For free, we'll take a mutation. No gnome, no propeller hat, no bloody hand. Sure, cyberball. I guess we'll take the max HP. Why the heck not? Do our free rerolls. And the wave 58. So at the end, we can certainly see, compared to endless modes of years past, our damage is definitely not scaling as well as it did. Again, only at 2607 max HP, not where I'd want to be ordinarily. So again, our damage is going up. It's just not going up nearly as fast as the boss's health is, which I guess was the point by capping hunting trophies and padding. I mean, overall, when it comes to that, I'm not surprised. I mean, as I've live streamed a couple times, and as I often say, I think the best change to paddings and hunting trophy would be just to cap them at 3, which is what they did, ironically enough. But definitely changes endless mode. So on one hand, like, I guess it's a good thing that, you know, you're not gonna have to. It's not quite as luck based as it used to be. Like it used to be, like if you didn't have 10 hunting trophies by wave 50, like restart. So like that's a little good, right? Like that we no longer have to worry about that. But at the same time, it's definitely gonna look a lot different. And with nerfing those strategies, I think deep endless mode just may not be nearly as possible as it used to be. So all things to think about. You can see our damage just tanking here Wave 59. I don't know if we're gonna make it to wave 60. That last one was pretty darn hairy. And again, our HP going up a little bit, but just not nearly as much as it needs to stay on top of our enemies. I'm really, really happy with 112 armor taking 88% less damage. But that said, that's not nearly as good when we have 2600 HP, right? If we have 40, 50,000 HP at this point, which wouldn't be uncommon with a good roll, right? Like, that's a lot of hits with 88% less damage. So even though the armor is insanely high for this point in Endless Mode, even compared to like the old Endless Mode, right? Like having 88 armor by wave 59 is nuts. As I like to say, I like to keep my armor above our wave for Endless Mode, and considering we're at 88, that's nuts. But with our lower HP comparatively, right, that's still not a lot of hits, because what is armor? At the end of the day, it's how many hits you can take before you die, which in this young potato thrower's career is not that many with that little low of health. So you can see enemies just surviving a lot more hits at this point. So wave 60. Oh man. Wave 60 may be the end of the road. I'm somewhat tempted by the tardigrade. It will reduce our damage quite a bit. So I'm going to hang on to that tardigrade and potentially pick it up if we're able to beat wave 60, which is a big if, especially because this is the boss wave. So we're doing our best. You can see these bosses just sponging up hits, which is no good. And man, the sort of circles are just so hard to dodge, which is why I want to keep my speed nice. Now we have both the circles to dodge, and I'm going to get caught here in the corner and probably die. Oh, we didn't die, although there we died. Okay, wave 60, you know, I'm pretty happy with that. That was a pretty impressive run. During the potatoes thrower strategy, it still works. It's just not as good as it used to be, but I'm very, very happy with wave 60. That's quite good, all things considered. So let's quickly look at a couple of the interesting item stats here. Obviously, Alien Eyes dealing pretty good amount of damage there. Looks like 3 billion. Looks like maybe either 3 billion or 30 billion. That was quite good. Coupon's obviously saving a lot. Just ran out of damage there. Again, Vigilante rings contributing 780. And I think these Vigilante rings are key to why we made it as far as we did. Even though attack speed does run to pretty diminishing returns, right? I think that only one community support, obviously, which we got early, like that no longer is a super valid way to stack a ton of those. Had a lot of HP from that stone skin, which was quite good. Obviously got a lot of health from the tentacle. Maybe a couple earlier grinds, Magical Leaf plus Bloody Hand could have pushed this one over the top. But we can just see, you know, with the lack of padding and Vigilante rings, we're really, or sorry, padding and hunting trophies. For Endless Mode deep runs, we're really going to want a lot of early Vigilante rings. I mean, that's really going to be huge, as well as some more tardigrades, right? If we had 8 or 9 tardigrades, would we have survived that wave? Probably, right? So something we can think about there. But Anvil here with 72 armor, that's absolutely insane. So 72 stats gain, that's just nuts. So that was really what made this run so strong was the Vigilante rings and early Anvil. All things are really good. Also, those 3 dangerous bunnies, obviously a huge sort of cap on Endless Mode potential. Anyway, but a ton of fun just seeing how this works. We'll, of course, be looking at other Endless Mode strategies as well. As always, thank you for watching.